Hello there. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms. This tutorial video is about SAP Ariba. SAP Ariba is an innovative cloud-based platform that makes it easy for suppliers and buyers to do business together. It creates a summons for supply chain, purchasing, and contract management. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and check out other videos related to the latest technologies on our Upptalk channel. This video will be covered by Mr. Mohan, who is a certified trainer in SAP Ariba. Let's dive into the topic.
Okay, let's start with the sourcing. Okay, so when we go for the sourcing, so what is the sourcing, right? So sourcing is like, in a very layman language, if we say sourcing is a process where you are going to identify the supplier. You are looking for a best supplier who can give you the best price. That is what our sourcing is all about. So when we talk about the sourcing, so in the sourcing, if you can see this, we have under the sourcing, we have RFI, RFP, auction. So auction could be reverse or forward auction. Okay, so these things are known as, these things are known as nothing but your what you can say events. Okay, RFI, RFP, and auction, these are known as events, and these events are having the documents, and for this we need to create a sourcing project. So very first thing is the sourcing project. You need to create a sourcing project. When we talk about the sourcing, so we need to create a sourcing project. So create sourcing project. Okay, this is from an end user. I'm showing you this. For example, someone asks you to create a sourcing project in the system, so you will be creating a sourcing project like this one. Okay, so we can put like sourcing project for Neil for laptop. Okay, like that, something like, we can write something like this one, and you can provide some description about this project and all. Okay, then you have this copy from project option. This is nothing but like, once you will be familiar with the system in the real world, you will be creating a lot of projects on a daily basis, right? So you can use the data from any of your older project. You can search the projects from the old one, and you can copy some of the value. Like, say here it is coming test project template. So this way it will reflect here, and you can copy that one. Then comes this project. What is a full project? What is a quick project? So this is quite important. You will be defining the template based on this one also. So full project in a very language. So you can click on this eye icon. You can get the exact information like the wordings here. Okay, what is a quick project? What is a full project? It will give you in here. But in a layman language, if I say, in a full project, you can create multiple events. The events I'm referring here as RFI, RFP, and auction. Whereas in a quick project, you will be only creating either one RFI, one RFP, or auction. Anything that is also one. Either RFI, either RFP, or auction, or that is only one. You cannot create multiple projects, multiple events. So for creating the multiple events, you need to create the full project. And another thing you will see here, if I click here on this one, let me see, click on the quick project, you can see this event type is coming to choose what you want to create. Okay, but as soon as I click on this full project, it will not come. This option will automatically go away. So here I'm going to click on full project. See, that option is gone. Okay, so this is a design. This is Ariba's design, basic design when we say it. Okay, then we have a project status, active or planned. So if you are like currently working on that, you can make it active, or you are something planning for a future, so you can mention here planned also. Okay, then you have the test project. So test project is basically like if you are doing any testing or something. So this is more relevant when you are having the production system. This is already a demo system, so not much of a relevance in here, right? But when you're doing in the actual world, actual production environment, you need to test something. In that case, if you need to create some sourcing project, then you need to select a test. Basically, why we do this and why this is important is, if you are running a report, that how many projects you have created into a last 1 week. Okay, so if you have not selected test project in years, then the data will give you a little wrong. Like it will be fast. Like if you're doing testing and you have kept it as no, still you are creating some test project and you have kept it no, then the data will run and it will come as an actual project, whether you have used this only for testing. So this is like the objective of everyone is that in the production system, we should not have any garbage data or some testing data. Okay.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, you can use this option. So generally what happens is like the people, whenever they run a report, any type of report they are running, so they always take this filter, this one, test project, like if, because they want to remove the data from the test project. So they always take it as a precaution. Okay. This is how to do that. So coming for this base language, like basic, it's a general one that you are using.
Yeah.
Then you have the origin, like Ariba sourcing. So this is like by default, sometimes it is coming like as a hard-coded system. Okay. You can get it enabled also for your own. Like some things are, you can get it defined by the ask the Ariba system who's providing you the system, and you can request them to change some of the features, basic features. Okay. So like, for example, I'll explain you, like, let me complete this one, then I'll explain you other things on this one, like the functionalities of these parameters. Okay.
Okay.
So region, these are some standard region, like which region you belongs to or which region you are buying it. So for example, I select all. Same way you can have the department, which department you belongs to and all. So you can select anything from here, any department that you work, like for example, you work for admin. Okay. Or you're creating this project for admin, resource by online resource, Ariba resource, internal or something like that. So these are some things, these are the fields which are used for the reporting perspective. Reporting the like you want to check well who are the Ariba resources, or we have used the internal resource for this project. Okay. So we can mention anything in here based on your requirement. Then this is a baseline spend. So basically baseline spend, nothing but it's your budget value. Okay. Spend amount to be expected to be covered by this project. So this is like this much of, so for example, for this laptop, what the budget we have got, we got a budget of like example, 5,000 euro. Okay.
Yeah,
so this is the budget. So budget team has given us a 5,000. Then you have a target saving. You can keep your target saving if you want, like from after this negotiation and all with the supplier, I'm going to save 5% from the budget value. Okay. So these are our internal, like it's not mandatory, but it's like internally, if you want to have your own benchmarking, you can use this. Then you have the project reason. So what is the reason to create this project? So you have like contract, any contract gonna expire, you have to like some saving goals is there. Is it a new requirement, new component, re-engineering? So anything, whatever is the requirement is based on that project reason, you can create it. Okay, you can select it. Then it comes here, producer project. So producer project is nothing but your old project. If you are creating this project because of like any older project, for example, like previously there was a project which was having a 10 line items and you forgot 1 line item and you have closed that project. Now, as you have already, you know that you have forgot 1 line item, so that project will become a producer project. Yeah. Because you have forgot that and you are based on that, you are creating some more. So this way you can select some data in this one. Okay. Now coming on the right hand side. Now coming on the right hand side, here if you see this owner, by default, the person who creates the project becomes the owner. It's a by default functionality. Okay. If you want to add, you can add more people, but like this person will always remain there. This is a by default. Then you have the currency you want to deal into which. Okay. This is generally the local currency. Commodity, this item belongs to which commodity, you can select that. Then you have the execution strategy. Strategy is nothing but like online sourcing. So these are all up to you, how you want to follow the strategy. And this generally happens is in a very big cases. When you have a big cases and all, then you select the strategy. So these things will help you to run a report. Like if you want to run a report on what strategies we have saved, how much, for what strategy we have done the sourcing projects for more, like of more value. So anything, if you want to run a report on the later stage, so these things will help you in there. Then these contract months and all those things are like not mandatory because like we are doing a sourcing project, but yes, if you have something related to the contract also, that generally we discuss in the contract when we start the contract management, there you are creating the contract for a longer period of time. So in that case, you can select this one, like what is the value and all those things. So you can put up in there. So basically what happens is these fields that you are seeing in here, right? Resource by baseline spend department. So some fields are by standard provided by SAP Ariba. Okay. But still, if you think like something is not correct or something extra is required. So for example, owner, and you want that co-owner also here. One more field after owner, you want co-owner. Okay. So if you want that kind of a field in here, that will be known as a custom field. So these are a standard field. Ariba is providing, so they will provide you when you buy it. They provide you the standard list, or you can ask them to provide us a standard list. And if anything is not usable, and we want to have some extra fields, okay. In that case, what will happen is you will be asking this way, and Ariba only, like you cannot do it from your side. If you want to add some fields in here, because this is header details. This is all header details, okay. So these things you cannot create anything here as per your own requirement. You need to ask the Ariba. Ariba will charge for it. Functionality, you do not have the functionality or the access to change this one. Only Ariba guys can do that. As it's a cloud system, you need to have a dependency on SAP Ariba like for a longer term. It can't be happen that you can just leave from there and like it will not require from the any support from the Ariba side, right? It's always there, and they charge. Like these are kind of, you can say, like their bread and butter, because they charge a lot. Like for example, if you do this and if you say like I need one field, so they will generally, like last time when I done a project, the condition was like this, that they cannot provide you a single field. You need to buy a pack of 5 fields.
Okay.
And you can use one and keep the 4 as a spare. If you need in the future, you can buy it. Rest you can leave it. Okay, but we will not gonna provide you one by one. You need to buy a minimum pack of 5. Not sure, like the same condition is still they are maintaining, but this is how they have dealt that time. Okay, and the charges will be like for the 5, and they need to configure it. They will be charging you the price for that, and they configure that thing. And they configure the same thing. If you need the same field needs to be populated at multiple places, they do configure that too.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the things. So these are like header fields where you will be finding out like some fields are, and if you want for something which is not relevant to your company or something, you can make them hide also. So like for example, resource by, okay, you say if you say resource by, right? So in resource by, you can say this field is not required for you. So you will simply click like hide this one. So now if you see this, so once we have this one, we have created these all those informations, right? After that, we need to select the template. Here is the like multiple. So you can see these multiple templates are here. So people are keep on using. So that's why you are able to see a lot of templates in here. So I'm just searching for any template which I can show you, which is like maybe in a, so you can see this, there are a lot of templates on the second page. Also, there are some templates. Okay, I can take this, maybe I think 23 batch. This one I have done. Okay, so I'm going to select this template and I'm going to create my sourcing project.
Yeah.
This is your sourcing project. You can see the sourcing project, SP for Neil for laptop. Okay, sourcing project for Neil. So if you see this in here, the very first thing you can see this here is the ID under the overview ID. This is WS means workspace. Okay, this is an alphanumeric number. So this is how like workspace ID get created. So this is a unique number which is assigned to the sourcing project. Then you have all the information that you have selected here. You can see this. After that, these are the, if you click on the documents, you can see this RFP template is coming already here. One test document is already there. These things, as you can see this, where these things are coming. We are working as of now, currently we are doing as an end user. Like someone asked us to create a sourcing project and we are doing it. But how these things are coming in here. So these things are coming from the template. So whatever we configure there, the end users will be like, their job will be easy. If we provide them the quite a lot of configured thing, lot of documents been set already, all those events are created and all. So the end user's job will be very easy. They do not do much. They do not need to change or create on their own. A lot of things will be simple for them. Same, if you see this task, these are the tasks. So task option, as I said, right, in the SLP also here, the task option is nothing but it's more from a perspective where you need to process map. You need to map the company's process. So for example, for buying anything, there's a company who's following some procedure. You need to map the same process here under the task section. Whenever any company buys any item, same process they follow it. Different company follow a little different process, but like, yes, there always a process that first you need to identify the supplier, go get those suppliers approved by some person like vendor master team or someone, then take the budget approval, then you create the RFI, get that RFI or RFP reviewed by your manager or some the expert in there, and then you publish the publish the RFP. RFP will go to the supplier, supplier will respond, you get the quotation, get the reviews of that technical aspect by the technical team, then you award the supplier.
Yeah.
So this process you need to map in here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you can map this process by creating the phases and the task. So generally this process is being defined by the company and you need to map it at the template level. So process you are defining because so that the end users will follow that. Okay. So at the template level, you design it, you define it, and then at the end user level, the people will be like the end user who's creating. So as you can see, this is all came in here, right?
Yeah.
Now I need to complete this task. Otherwise, I will not be able to close my project. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how you will be setting up and you will perform. So first of all, before that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain you some other aspects of this one. We'll discuss further on this part. Before that, let me take the other aspects of this sourcing project. Then you have the team option. So what all the people are there you want to add in the project owner. If you want to add, so by default project owner group comes in here. You want to have an IT approver or you want to create any other. So here you can add it and add team members and all. Okay, so this way you can add it and you can say, like, for example, project, you are going on leave. So UX user 56 is going on leave and this Ariba system will be available here. So he can perform anything on behalf of you, or you can add more. So simply click here, add more, drop down, search more users, whichever you feel is like user 55 here. So if you add this user, so this user also be able to do the same thing that you are able to do because you are adding him into the project owner group.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how you generally, this is how, so let me add this one also. So done in here. So this way you can create groups and manage the groups. These are known as project group. Remember, there are two types of groups in the Ariba system. One is a system group, another is the project group. These are the project group that you are creating in here. Then you have the message board. Message board is nothing but it's an announcement. So you can post any topic for the future. Like if you want to, lot of people there in the team. So rather than everyone what you can say, like if you want to inform everyone individually, it will take time. Okay. Creation of RFP will happen on 26th May. Okay, so something like this you can write. Okay, and click Control copy, Control V. Okay, so this is an announcement. So this is how I have done an announcement in here. Okay, so this announcement is nothing but like everyone in the team who they can read this message via message board. It will be information and all those things are going. So like you can inform rather than informing everyone one by one. You can say, right, on 26th May we will be having the RFP. So this is how you can do this. And then you have the event message. This is related to the event, RFI, RFP, and auction. And then you have the history. So history is like nothing but it's a tab. All those things you have done till now, it got recorded with the timestamp, user, type, title, and the details created, edited out. So these are nothing but it's a log. Now coming here back in the sourcing project. So you can see this is nothing but RFP. It's an event. Okay. You can create multiple documents here and multiple events in here. So here you have this option to actions, create under this create option or upload document. So for example, any related document from a project for this sourcing project, you can load in here. Any agreement, any signed agreement by the supplier, any confirmation he has given, any certifications he has provided. So all those things you can add here under this document by under upload document. Then here comes the event. Okay, create under this create folder, you can see the event. So you can create event is nothing but. So if I referring here in the RFP, Okay, here it is. Now, if I'm gonna refer, sorry, if I'm gonna refer RFI, or RFP or RFQ, auction. These are all known as events as well as documents.
Okay.
Okay, so if I'm referring here, if I'm gonna refer here anytime RFI, RFP or auction, or if I'm saying events mean either it's an RFI, RFP or auction. So here you can see this. These are nothing but documents. These are events, but these are nothing but documents. RFI, RFP and auctions. So this is RFP document. You can have a simple document. So attaching a simple document, like simply click on this upload. You can upload it from your like desktop anywhere. Okay, so there's nothing to like. It's a very simple task to do that. Now,
okay.
After this, if you see this RFP for batch 23 from template, okay, this is the RFP template. So RFP basically like you need to create a request proposal. So for example, now we have identified that we want to run an RFP where we need invite a supplier to perform some activity, like they need to provide us a pricing. Okay,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna click on it, added this one, RFP. You can name the RFP like buying laptop for Neil. Okay, like this way you can mention the description in here and all here, these things. So once done, here you can see the rules. Okay, so this is how you generally you will be finding it information here. So let's what I'm gonna do is, for today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna explain you this initial that one. So first of all, let's create an RFP in which you will be as a supplier responding to the RFP.
Yeah.
Okay, so timing rule, here you can define the rule, like in how much period of time the supplier should submit the response. So here if you see this and response start date, when I click on the publish button, so this is how the response will start. Okay,
Yeah.
Start date basically, and due date. So here as of now you can see this 30 minutes. By default it set is 30 minutes, but we want more, right? It's a RFP, so generally it is like more time, like 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, based on your requirement. You can change it. So I'm gonna put it 2 days here. 2 days. You can change hours and minutes and all, but like let it put it in the days. Okay. So this is how you will be able to. So these are the rules which are already being set at the template level. Okay, and you are able to see all these things, right? Now, coming to the next point, that is supplier addition in the RFP. So here I'm gonna invite the participants in here. So for example, first I'm gonna add you. So your ID is Neil Private. So this is one. You can add multiple suppliers. So this is one. I'm gonna add myself test. Sorry, Ariba test supplier. Okay, so there's one more test supplier there, and I'm gonna click OK in here. Now you can see these are the two suppliers. So these two suppliers we are sending an RFP where we need the quotation of the pricing and all. So we are sending this to these two people. Okay. Now coming in here, moving next. If I scroll it down, so here you can see these questions are coming by default. So these questions are coming by So these questions are coming by default because these are being set up at the template level. In actual world, you need to discuss, like if you're going as an implementation partner, these set of questions will be provided by the business, by the company. Okay, they will ask you that these are the questions that we want that supplier should respond every time. So they will give you that questionnaire, and then you need to select this, you need to map these questions here under the content section. Remember, suppliers are not able to see anything except the content part.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
They will not be see how many suppliers are there, what are the rules in there, and all those things. They will only be able to see the content in here. So first for example, so here it is how it works. So if you see this, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions are there. So end users are generally given access if they want to modify anything in here, add anything, modify anything, delete anything. So you can do all those things.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, here, the one that you say, like you want to add a question. So simply add. Here you can see this add. And these are the questions. So table section, lots, line item, question, those things are there, right? So for example, here, what generally we create is we create the questions. And the line item, the one that you're saying, right? That is line item. That is known as line item.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to add both the things. I'm going to show you. So first, I'm going to add a question. So for example, if we add a question, so this is how you want. What you want? You want a certificate, right? So here it is. Like, so what you want? For example, you want something like that way. You want to send the drawings. And on that drawing, the supplier need to stamp and send and attach back. Or if you just want to share it for an information perspective, you can also do that. Just for information, you can also do that. In that case, what you can do is you can create a section or something like that. So here I'm going to cancel this one first. So these are the things. If you see this, supply do not answer anything on this in this front of this. Here you have this attach a file. Yeah, supplier can attach. So here, how this thing works in here is you can add a question. In this type of question, you have the answer type. Based on the question you are asking, you can set up the answer. So for example, you are asking something simple and which can be descriptive. So you can have these type of answer types. Either a text single line, text multiple line, whole number, decimal, date, money, yes, no, attachment, certificate, all those things are there under the answer type. So whatever the question you are asking and what type of response you want to receive from the supplier, you can set up all those things in here at this level. Do you have the ISO certification? Okay, so the answer type could be yes and no. If you want something from their side, you want them to send some documents, or you want to send it first from your side, you can also do that. So question and provide the signed agreement, SIGND, signed drawings.
Yeah,
you can say like signed drawings. Provide the signed drawings attached in this question. Attached, ATACHED, attached in this question. So what you can do is, you can see this, first of all, answer type should be attachment. Like they need to attach, right? They need to attach. The suppliers need to attach the this one information, right? So attach. And you want to send some files to them. Then only they will download, they will sign it, and they will arrest. So here it is a reference document. Attach a file. So you can simply add. So for example, this is a drawing document. You have added this drawing document. The supplier, what they will do is, once they will receive this RFP, they need to send, they will be able to download this document from this question. They can sign, they can stamp, they can review and do all, and they can attach the same document or any new document on this one, on this when they are answering to this question. And as you can see, this attachment has been mentioned here as an answer type. So they need to attach a file, and there you can reference, they can download this. Then comes the question, add a line item. Here you can mention is laptop. You can provide the description like 14-inch screen. So laptop 14, and you need to have a 14-inch of a screen, should have 1 TB of hard disk. Okay. So like this way, you can mention anything. You can update the information here at this table, because supplier will be able to see only this one. So you can add all those information in here, and then you can create it. Later on, if you see here in the down, these are some of the info. So here you need to provide the quantity, how much quantity you want. So for example, we say 10 quantity, right? Here you have the historic is the last purchase price, reserve is the budget. So these people like this way, you can check all those things in here. Now these things has been done. I'm going to click on done in here. So here comes your question. So here I'm going to show you from a supplier side how it will look. So you can click on this action and you can view as participant. So this is an option given by the SAP itself, like whatever you are selecting in here, how you can see it from a supplier side in briefly itself from here. So you click on it, it will take you to the supplier profile. So this is how it looks from a supplier perspective. First, do three things. So here you can see that supplier, once he receives it, he need to review prerequisites, accept these terms and conditions. Then he need to select the lots and submit those lots. And then he will be able to see this. After selecting the lots, you will be able to see these information in here. So basically, lots of the line items are the same thing. So for example, laptop, right? So you need to select like this way. So lot of line item is the same thing. Okay. So once you do that, then you need to move into the next portion. So this is how you generally do this. This is how you will be like, so this is currently you are looking from a supplier perspective, but you can do this, and I'm going to end this preview. So, end this preview in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this RFP. Okay. So going to the next, and I'm going to publish it. So the start time and the delay time and everything is coming near, right? So when I publish it, so the start, this 2 days will start as soon as I click on the publish.
Yeah.
Okay, because we have set up that way. So here we need to monitor this event. So like the time is reducing. You can see this 1 day, 23 hours, 40 minutes. So it's reducing. Okay. So this way you can respond. So what you can do is you must have received the email by now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the time till tomorrow. So by the time we'll again join. So you need to submit this response. Once you submit the response, it will come here and it will reflect here at this level. From here, I can see like after this, there will be one more column will automatically be added, which will be, I will like Neil Private Limited. And on that one, you will be able to submit the response in here.